everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, and if you are new here, my name is Charmaine, and on this channel, I talk about photography and some lifestyle content. The photos that you saw at the beginning is actually just one photo. It was shot in RAW and edited to give a different mood and vibe. This is the original photo. You can see how dark it looks, right? This was edited to give it more blue skies, more warm tones like it was shot at golden hour, and finally this was edited to look like a scene from an anime. And this is why I shoot RAW. It gives me the creative freedom to tweak the photos and colours in any way that I like. But first of all, what's the difference between JPEG and RAW? RAW files are uncompressed and they capture the highest amount of detail. And depending on your camera, the file size varies, but the files are huge. So for me, I'm using a Fujifilm X-T5 and the RAW files can be about 50 megabytes per file. So it adds up really quickly and it really consumes a lot of storage space. On the other hand, JPEG files are compressed and they contain less details, but the file size are smaller. My JPEG files are like about 15 megabytes. So if you're wondering if you should shoot in RAW or JPEG, then you need to ask yourself, are you shooting just for yourself as a hobby? If so, and you don't have the time to edit after the shoot, JPEGs are fine. And if you're using a camera with great color profiles, like the Fujifilm series, which has really good film simulations, then the straight out of camera JPEGs already look very good. But if you want to develop your own color and style, RAW is the way to go. It gives you more creative freedom in post, and I'll show you how. Previously, I talked about how you can find your photography style, and if you missed that video, you can find it somewhere around here. So now that you know the difference between JPEG and RAW, let's go into Lightroom and I'll show you the benefits of shooting in RAW. Okay, now we are in Lightroom, and you can see the photo of the bridge here, which is the same photo that you saw at the beginning of the video. But this is the RAW file. It was how it was captured originally. And you can see that it's really dark here. And I was actually exposing for the sun. Okay? So this is the RAW file and this is the JPEG. You can see it here. Yeah? This is the JPEG. This is the RAW file. Similar, right? It's the same. Okay, so now I'm going to do some edits on the RAW file. So the good thing about shooting a RAW is that you have a wider dynamic range to work with when you're editing. And this is what I mean. So there's a lot of darks, a lot of blacks here, right? So I'm going to pull up the exposure. Can you see? Much better already. You can see the details of the bridge here. Okay, but it's still dark, right? Okay, so I'll bring up the blacks. Yeah, much better. But now the sun is overexposed. So what I can do is, this will be the highlights and I can bring it down. See how much you can recover with RAW? Okay, but let's try it with JPEG. So I'm going to copy the exact same edits. So I'll go to develop settings, right click develop settings. I'm going to copy the settings and I'm going to paste it. Okay, I'm going to copy all, okay? Copy all. I'm going to paste it on the JPEG photo, which is this. Can you see the difference? So this is the JPEG. You can see that it's still really dark here, right? Well, this is the RAW. Look at the difference. So that's the reason why I shoot mainly in RAW. It's so that I can expose for the right things when I'm shooting, like the sun. But then I can pull up the blacks and I can like work on the details in post. See the difference again? So this is the RAW image. This is the RAW image. Okay, then I'm gonna compare them side by side. Okay, so this is the RAW and this is the JPEG with the exact same settings applied. So that's one benefit of shooting in RAW, is that you get a wider dynamic range to work with in post. Now let's go on to white balance and creativity. Okay, so just now earlier in the video you saw that I have 3 photos of the bridges, which is actually here. So I have it in blue, I have it in orange, and I also have it in purple. Okay, these 3 are all the same photos. So I'm going to show you how I did that with a RAW photo. So this is the original photo. I'm going to pull down and make it more blue, pull down the temperature and make it more blue, okay? And then maybe I can add a little bit of green. And there you go. Then it looks something like that. a little bit more tweaking, it will look something like that. Okay, so these edited versions were cropped. That's why it looks like that's why the bridge looks bigger. But this is the original version. You can see that the file names are the same. 0840. Okay. 0840. Okay. And then if I want to, I can make it look like a really orange golden hour by pulling the color temperature to the right. Then maybe introduce more purple. Yep, there's some. And then you get a really nice golden hue. It's like, golden hour. And if you want to, you can make it seem like it's out from an anime movie. So I'm gonna introduce some purple. I don't know why, but anime skies tend to always be purple, and I really like it. Okay, then you bring down the blue. Look at this. Amazing, right? This is the power of RAW. So if I copy the same photo, let's tone this out. Okay, if I copy the same settings here, and I apply it to the RAW, to the JPEG file again, sorry. So I'm gonna, let's just reset this, okay? Let's just reset this first. I'm gonna reset everything. Okay, this is the original JPEG file. I'm gonna paste. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. But you can tell there's still some difference. So, okay, look at the raw file here. This is the raw file, okay, on the left. And the JPEG file on the right. You can see that it's so much darker, right? Than the raw file. Like, you can recover so much details in the raw file compared to the JPEG file. Okay, so earlier on I did a few color edits, right? So let me just try that with the orange, okay? Let's do orange again. Okay, for example, okay, let's do orange. Okay, let's copy this. Let's see if we can paste it over. Okay, not too bad too, right? But as you can see, yep, it's details there that you cannot recover. And okay, there's some difference in the orange actually. You can see the color, the tone is different. And that's the benefits of shooting with RAW. The reason why I chose this bridge photo is because I can show you how I recover highlights, bring up the shadows, and change the white balance to create different mood. This is all that I did in Lightroom, that's all. And I already can give you 3 different moods. Amazing, right? So thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you in the next video.